Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Print Layer Playhouse. Today, unboxing and review of the Sunlu Filament connector. Now, I've only been in this hobby for a month and a half or so, give or take, and I have got quite the extensive collection of nearly empty spools of filament that I had no idea what to do with because they weren't enough for a full print. And Lord knows I don't need another benchy. I've already got so many benchies that my daughter's like, "Daddy, do you have to make another one? I don't need another boat." She's got a whole friggin' armada. I mean, she looks like Palpatine from that last terrible Star Wars movie. I don't even know what it was called, nor do I really care because the sequels were awful. But I digress. We've got the awesome Sunlu filament connector here, as I previously mentioned, and I want to thank our friends over at Amazon for sending this over in exchange for money. It's not a sponsorship. They did not send it over for free. My thoughts are my own. At least that's what the voices in my head tell me. And here we go with the review. Now, quick little bit off the top on this. Why did I need this? Well, like all of us in 3D printing, we don't use 100% of the spool, usually, when it comes to doing all of our prints. So we've got all these partial rolls, and you just don't want to waste all of that. So Sunlu came up with a fantastic idea here, and it works great with so many different types of filament: PLA, ABS, PETG, PCL, PA, and even PC. This little connector doodad here has got you covered, and as you can see in some of the marketing material, it can fit in your pocket. Yeah, because that's totally something I'm gonna do, is carry this around in my back pocket. It is very efficient at heating up, according to their website. We'll put that to the test and see how fast it goes. And it's cost effective. Yeah, this is about $40 US, give or take. And that's a cost of a roll, 2 rolls-ish. Now, all the partial rolls I have, I probably could make at least 1 full roll of Hyper PLA out of this. So this thing's already halfway to paying itself off. So let's open this box and see what we got inside. All right, we've got our little user manual right here. Okay. Put that off to the side. In the box, we also have, simplify your creation. Ah, yes. Advertisement. Buy our stuff. Well, Sunlu, maybe. Right here, we have our beautiful little filament connector. We've got our filament connector right here. And also in this box, we have our little PTFE tubes to connect the filament and a USB to barrel jack. They do not give you a wall wart. You have to supply your own. And according to the user manual, you are going to need a wall wart that supplies 5 volts at 2 amps, at least. So go ahead and get that. PLA, you're going to want to fuse that at 185 degrees Celsius. The heating time takes about 3 minutes, and fusion takes 7 or 8 seconds, so not too big. You're going to want to grab your pieces. I've got part of a roll here. I've got my Ender PLA. You're going to want to take your side cutters, cut at about a 45-degree angle. Boop. And then do the same with the other piece that you're going to want to splice. I have already pre-sliced this one. Okie dokie. Now, pro tip here, you are going to want to make sure that you line up the curve of the filament just to make winding it easier. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to find a wall wart. Okay, so as it turns out, it was a lot harder to find a wall wart that wasn't just a Type-C wall wart. That had the correct amperage required here. Your average iPhone charger is 5 volts, 1 amp, so that's halfway there. Had to get an adapter to go from Type C to Type A to Type barrel jack. But one thing I guess Sunlu could improve is make this, plug it into the wall. I know that would probably make things bigger, or make this a wall wart, or I don't know, make a Type C option. So let's go ahead, plug this in. Ooh, peel. Peel, peel, peel. Oh yeah, that was a good peel. Now the thing with this is, as soon as you plug it in, it turns on. It defaults to PLA right off the bat, and it's heating up. It is ready from 18 to 40, 46, 50, hike. Let's get our PTFE tube ready while we're waiting here for this to heat up to 185 degrees. Here we go. I got my little tube right here. I go with one side, slip it on in. That's what she said. And we'll make sure that this lines up and slips in from the other side. Bow, bow, wow. We're going to want to put this in and push it together just a little bit. Now we do have to be careful. I'm going to open up this guy here, and you can see this little silver button here. You'll press that, this flips open, and this little cover here, it's got the triangle with the wavy heat lines. That means it's hot. It says that it will be, this little cover here will be between 50 and 100 degrees Celsius. So you will burn yourself very easily if you're not careful. So we're going to wait and wait and wait. We're ready at 136 degrees, just 140 degrees, just 45 to go. Oh, 183. Apparently it beeps at you when it's ready. All right, so I've got my pieces here, all pretty and lined up, and you want to put a little pressure and push it together. Go, push it together. Okay. And then you just kind of want to hold this, let it cool for about 10 seconds, so they say. Now that I think this is cooled off, you can put it in this little slot right back here, nice and pretty. Take this. There we go. Nice firm press. And it should have cut all the way through. It did. Look at that. We have one piece right here. Ta-da! And that is how you use the Sunlu filament connector. If you are tired of wasting all those half rolls, quarter rolls, partial rolls of filament, then perhaps the Sunlu filament connector is for you. It seems to work as advertised, no issues outside of some basic small learning curve, but overall, very simple, very easy to use. I recommend that if you're going to spend any time in the 3D printing hobby, and you're going to buy a lot of the same filament, I would encourage you to look into getting the Sunlu filament connector. It has served me well so far in the week or so that I have used it. With all that in mind, it's time to wrap up the video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already, because we need to extrude some value out of that awesome YouTube algorithm. Thank you all for watching, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video.